question out of the way first. How do you ensure it doesn't play in your mind what happened last time?
Yeah, we obviously, there's a lot of things we learnt from 2 years ago, I think. But the confidence that we've got to have in each other is we're a very different team. We've all grown a lot since then. Played a lot more games. We're a couple of years older. I think the amount of respect we have for this week and the game in particular and our opposition is immense. And we know from experience now that if you don't have the utmost respect and preparation is down to everything you need it to be, then that can happen. But yeah, to be honest, we've moved on a long time ago from that.
Are you stoked it's the Lions and not the Cats, or did part of you want to play the Cats?
I didn't really care, as I was just hoping they had a really tight game like they did. So I think that was probably the best result for us, that they just kept bashing each other.
The Lions, the last couple games they've played have had comeback wins, kind of very Swans-esque, if I may say. They haven't kind of played like that all season. How much of a threat is that to you guys in your game?
Yeah, they're an amazing team. There's a reason why we're playing against them in the grand final. It's their ability to come back the past 2 weeks and even against Carlton, the way they started that game, I think they kicked the first 10 goals of the game or something, is amazing. And obviously we played them in a really tight game at the start of the year, and we were able to kind of reduce the deficit that we had against them and nearly come back and win that game. And they've obviously done that a couple of times as well. So it's only Sunday, so I'm sure we'll get stuck into what they do well and have the utmost respect for them. And looking forward to the game.
How nice was it to win the first quarter on the weekend?
Yeah, it was good. To be honest, I didn't even really look at the score, but I couldn't have told you if we had won it or not. I knew that we were in the game though, and I think we've been stripping it right back and just been really process based and focusing on that. And we know when we execute our process well that those things like the scoreboard tend to take care of themselves.
Do you feel like that was one of your best performances of the season, and how good is it that it seems to be coming when you really need it?
Yeah, I think so. Like Port are obviously a quality side, and they brought a lot of high pressure, and their contest work and stoppage work in the first half was really good, and we had to lift that in the second half. We probably put our defenders under the pump a little bit, but I felt like we really stuck at it and got our contest right, particularly in the second half, and came out with a good win. And it's obviously pleasing. You want to be peaking going into this time of year, obviously, and we did have a bit of a form slump in the middle of the season, but I think that also allowed us to work on a lot of things that we needed to, and helped us get to where we are at the moment.
You're a Sydney boy. Is it a little bit nice to have no Victorian teams in the grand final?
Don't want to stare anyone off. Yes.
And what about on the same sort of note? Like it's it's almost a state of origin battle between New South Wales and Queensland. Like does that add some extra theatre to the occasion?
Oh, if you guys want it to, I don't know. I haven't really thought about state of origin, to be honest.
Errol, we keep hearing how close you all are. What is it that makes you all so close? What's been the key thing to that?
I think one of the obvious things is we've got a lot of interstate boys, and when they move up here, they don't have many family or friends here. So that's obviously why we're all so close. I think is we spend a lot of time with each other. We're in here for most of the day, but then when we leave, we tend to still all go and hang out together, which is pretty special. And we're all around the same age. We're a pretty young group, and I think we've been through a fair bit together as well the past few years. Obviously, the hubs in COVID, we all grew really close, and then kind of going through the disappointment of the grand final, I feel like that made us a lot closer as a group as well. And we took a lot of learnings and worked really hard from that. And I think that's probably a few of the reasons why we're such a close group.
You don't really think about that grand final, you put it out of your head straight away. Do you really not think about it at all? Does it not really cross your mind from time to time? It's really in the past.
It was 2 years ago. I think speaking personally, I feel like I've developed a lot as a player since then. It was my second season, and I feel like I've played a lot of good footy since then, and we've played a lot of good footy as a team, which we can take confidence from. I think the dynamic of our list and our team, the 22, has changed a lot. We're all 50 to 70 games more experienced now as well, and the best thing about that grand final is we were able to take a lot of learnings from it, from the moment that prelim final against Collingwood finished, the whole week leading up to when the game finished. I'm sure there's a lot of things that we've taken from that individually and as a team, and the good thing for us is we get a chance to implement that all this week and on Saturday, and what an exciting opportunity for us.
As a Sydney boy, do you have memories from the last grand final the Swans won back in 2012?
I was 3 years old, I think, so not really.
Growing up, who were some of your favourite Swans?
Favourite Swans growing up? I think Ramps is one of my favourites. He come from UNSW, the club that I played at, which was really special. And to be able to see his career, and then to be a part of his 250th game on the weekend was unbelievable. He's someone I draw so much inspiration from, and you know, as Mac has said pre-game when he was handing his jersey, there's not too many blokes that when you look around you just feel safe and you feel like you're walking taller with, you know, in the race right before the game. But Ramps is definitely one of those blokes, and I just, you know, I'm so thankful and count my lucky stars that I've been able to play footy with him.
And obviously your family's sort of history with this club as well, with your mum, has been spoken about. As you get older, do you appreciate this club even more?
Yeah, definitely, 100%. I think, you know, moments like Friday night make me so grateful to be a part of this club, to hear the Sydney chant ringing out around the SCG, to see so much red and white, and just to see everyone so invested, to see, you know, a crowd of over 44,000 there. You know, that last, I said it in the post-game interview on the ground, that if I could have bottled up that kind of last 2 minutes and kept it with me forever, I would have loved to have done that. It was just, yeah, I was kind of out there on the far wing pinching myself, and yeah, lucky it wasn't a close game because I was up in the clouds just watching the crowd, and yeah, it was just so amazing, and hopefully we can get the MCG nice and loud on Saturday as well.
I was there and I saw you geeing up the crowd in that last minute. Were you just trying to soak it all in because it was your last home game, last home crowd?
Yeah, I was. It was, you know, obviously we were in the position where the game was finished as well, and I just really wanted to enjoy the moment. We spoke a lot this year about just, you know, being present and being where our feet are, and I think in that moment that's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to think about what was going to come after the game, what's going to come this weekend. I just wanted to enjoy that moment, and just, yeah, was just so grateful to be a part of it.
Couple more, please.
Errol, last grand final, you were one of the youngest out there. What do you think's been the biggest thing over the past couple of years that makes you feel more confident to take it out, or what do you feel like you've learned the most that's going to give you that confidence on grand final day?
Well, I think it's probably just the body of work I've put in over the past 2 years individually, and then also just how much we've grown as a team. You know, some people would argue that we probably got there a little bit earlier than what we were expected to a couple of years ago, but I think, you know, we well and truly deserve to be there this year. You know, I think we've shown a really good body of work. I think that probably goes back to, you know, even the last 6 weeks of the season last year. We had a, you know, really strong way to finish the season, and obviously the finals didn't go as we'd like, but you know, from pre-season, the moment we all got back, we've trained really hard, put in all the work, and we've played some really, really good footy this year, and yeah, we thoroughly deserve to be where we are. We've got, you know, as I said before, the utmost respect for Brisbane and what they do, and we know that we've got to be on our best to compete with them this weekend.